wow, oh my God, I've been spending so much time on the past. Maybe that's why your business is stagnant. There's too much investment in the past, right? That's why we are exposing these things and going deeper. So just pick what works for you and run with it. Okay? These are the lenses through which you can diagnose your business. Do you understand? And see where exactly it might be failing. Happy Sunday, Mon Familia, my family worldwide. Wetin dey happen? Wetin dey sup? Are we striking it as it dey hot? I hope so. I hope you're gleaning into those teachings and then growing thereby. I hope you are. Okay? I love you so much. God loves you more. My name remains Dr. Opodum and I am your host on The Divine Entrepreneur. You are welcome. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes. Congratulations, okay, on investing in your own financial future. All right. The last time we started on time is money. Time is money. Okay. Time is money. We started from an episode we titled When Cash Becomes Tight. Okay, so you can look at that. This is a sequel to that particular class, right? We are gleaning from knowledge of Robert Kiyosaki. Shout out to you, sir. We love you so much. There's been such a following of his teachings on this channel because they are so practical, eye-opening, and business enhancing. There's a mindset of the rich, the way the rich think versus the poor affects the mindset of the entrepreneur. Successful businesses think like the rich. Okay, so that is why Robert Kiyosaki, for me, for us in this family, we agree. He teaches godly principles in business. Okay, so shout out to you, sir. We love you so much. We are gleaning from one of his books titled Before You Quit Your Job. Okay, before you quit your job. Now, when cash becomes tight as an entrepreneur, what do you do? When cash becomes tight, there's something that is equal to cash. Time is cash. Time is money. Okay, so please check out that video last week so that we can continue right from there this week. All right. So we talked about a practical time exercise that every entrepreneur must execute. So you must check out how much time are you spending on the future, the past, and the present. Prorate it to 100% and you will see why the quality of your business is the way it is. Okay? So now we're going to expand on this and show what are the activities that constitute the future, the present, and the past in any business, right? What are those activities? Okay, so activities that represent the future in any business, right? Because some people might be saying, what does it mean to focus on my future? Okay, so here it is. Shout out to Sharon Letcher. She's one of Rich Dad's advisors. We love you so much, man. Thank you. She is a certified public accountant, by the way. So these are her words, okay? Now, in the book. So the future tasks include marketing, public relations, research and development, okay, strategic partnerships, okay, licensing, licensing, all right, new deals, cash projections and requirements, okay, and requirements. Let's shorten that to REQ, okay, cash projections and requirements. And then of course we have good legal issues. It means there are bad legal issues. So in subsequent classes we'll deal with the difference between good legal issues and bad legal issues. For now, we're talking about what constitutes the future of your business.
What if I told you that 100,000 naira could unlock 1 million naira for you in just 90 days?
We're talking 90 days of business coaching and mentoring to help you build your business. We'll give you access to our business blueprint that teaches you how to generate leads, nurture them, and convert these leads to massive sales.
Introducing the 90-day Divine Entrepreneur Challenge.
I know you will wonder, what if I didn't make that 1 million in 90 days? Now here's the deal. If you show up, do the work, follow all the blueprint, and you still don't hit that 1 million, guess what? Your money will be refunded 100%. And not just that. So as a way of saying thank you for trusting the process, you get to take that courses from the Divine Entrepreneur Seller account.
Starts Sunday, May 25th, 2025. And registration is now open.
Use the link in the comment section to get started.
This offer is for the first 100 businesses that sign up. This is not a guess, not a gamble. It's a strategy. The best part, you do not need millions to start. You just need your willingness to act.
And most importantly, guaranteed ROI. Like, make 10 times your money in just 90 days.
We train, we guide, you work, you win.
So, can I let you know, let me announce to you that if you are focusing on marketing, public relations, any of these activities, right, you are actually focusing on the future growth and expansion of your business. Do you understand? So in the last episode we talked about when cash becomes tight. Cash becomes tight when cash emergencies come up. Okay, this is inevitable in any business. However, it must not deter the CEO, the owner of the company, the entrepreneur, from thinking about future tasks. Okay, so when those cash emergencies start taking your focus away from these activities, then your business has already become stunted in growth. There are day-to-day demands as the business grows. Day-to-day demands like payroll, like current legal issues, like accounting, what have you, operations, etc. The idea or the counsel is to make sure you figure out a way that those tasks and those cash emergencies do not take your focus away from the future, because the future every task requires an extra level of thinking, and thinking is the hardest work that nobody wants to do. So you might need to think more concerning your marketing strategies. Do you understand? So that you become unstuck at your current ceiling. These are the future tasks of the business. So are you spending much time? How many percent of your total time are you spending on future tasks? Okay, now number 2, the present tasks. What constitutes present tasks? Okay, what constitutes present tasks, right? Let's check that out right about now. Okay, so present tasks, let me wipe this out. Take note of that question. How much time are you spending? Okay, so present tasks. Present tasks include 1. Sales order taking. Sales order taking. Okay, it can get so exciting when you have orders. Hey, you just run an ad and then orders are coming in right now as they hot. We're talking about as they hot. We ran a Christmas advert for the entrepreneurs, the divine entrepreneurs. Meanwhile, if you want to join the community, the link is down there. Okay, join the WhatsApp community. It's fun, right? So we ran this advert, right, promoting all the businesses represented in Divine Entrepreneur family, right? And then many people made sales, right? That season. It was Christmas 2024. It was awesome. Okay, their businesses were showcased. Do you understand? Now, in such a situation, what if your sales order becomes so overwhelming that you are now trapped in that cycle of selling, and you don't focus on anything in the future? In a very short while, that business will start becoming stagnant. Okay, so sales order, this is a present task, right? Another present task is what? Shipping and receiving. Shipping and receiving. Okay, shipping and receiving. Another present task is what? Customer service. Woo! This is a good one. And all these tasks are so important. You have to do them and they are part of the business, right? Just what percentage of your time goes to it, right? And of course, cash requirements. It could be petty cash requirements, Oh, the printer just got broken. We need cash. So miscellaneous cash expenses, etc. So these are your present tasks. Do you understand? You're now in the grind. So these are your present tasks. Okay, these are tasks that take your current. In fact, you want sales. Who doesn't want sales? Who doesn't want to talk to their customer beautifully and build an effective customer service, right? Now, the third one is what? Your past. Your past. Remember, we're talking about how much time do you spend on your present, future, and past, right? Past tasks. Include accounting. Accounting. I remember there was one time I did accounting for a bakery, right? Now that's the reason. I think that's the reason I got tired of accounting, or should I say I got bored of just accounting, right? Because accounting information is historical. So this is money that we are analyzing that is already spent. We've already spent, but the money is not anywhere. But you're just accounting history. Do you understand? It's quite important because you must track your previous expenses and all those records to know your current standing, and then use it for future projections, even your tax purposes and all that. Do you understand? I got bored of it, okay, because it's historical. It is money that has been spent. Money in the way no day. It's not in the bank. Do you understand? It's historical. Okay, so that's the past. Then also bad legal issues. Okay, those are past issues. Compliance requirements. I talked about record keeping, etc. So compliance requirements with federal, state, or local governments. Okay, with federal, state, or local government. These are past tasks. right? Their past. And then of course employee reviews. Okay, so we have compliance requirements with federal, state, or local government, or regulatory agencies, okay, e.g. NAFDAC, etc., right? IRS, whatever, okay. And then another one is what? Employee reviews. Do we see how these activities are past activities? Someone might say, I'm not going to spend much time on my past. Oh, wow. Oh my God, I've been spending so much time on the past. Maybe that's why your business is stagnant. There's too much investment in the past, right? That's why we are exposing these things and going deeper. So just pick what works for you and run with it, okay? These are the lenses through which you can diagnose your business, do you understand, and see where exactly it might be failing. All right, so these are past tasks. How much of your time do you spend on it? How much of your time do you spend on the past, right? So let's go back to that practical time exercise again. How much of your time do you spend on the future? How many percent? Your present and your past. How much time? And then the total is what? 100%. How much time do you spend? Okay. Now, so what's the correct answer? What's the correct proportion per business? Someone might be asking, so what's the correct answer? The answer is what? There is no correct answer. There's no right answer. Why? Different businesses require different parameters and approaches to success. Okay? However, it is recommended that entrepreneurs are encouraged to spend more than half of their time on working on the future of the business. More than half. This should be more than half. You understand? Of your time, which means it should be 50% or more. 50% or more. Actually, it's typically recommended to spend, for a growing company, to spend 80%. 80 is ideal to spend on your future, while you delegate the past and present activities to team members. Do you understand? Build a strong team to concentrate on the past and present issues of your business. Build a strong team to concentrate on the past and present issues of your business. Don't be an akagom. You can't be making money and then starve your team of a piece of the cake. They'll walk away and look for someone else that'll pay them better. You focus on the future, focus on expansion, pay them reasonably well to focus on the present and past, because you're not going to be effective if your concentration is mostly on your present and past. You should be your thinking should be futuristic. The world is fast paced, it's changing. The world is fast paced, changing so fast. So tomorrow there may be a decline in your sales and you're wondering what's happening. A typical example is a guy that was into newspaper business, selling newspapers, and every year his sales kept declining. And I was like, what's happening? Well, the thing is that globally, demand for newspapers were reducing by 25% every year. Can you imagine? So the global market was reducing. That's it. So if he was stuck in the present and past, he would not see that. So he quickly figured that out and changed business strategies. You understand? He changed his strategy futuristically and is still up to date with trends. So you must obsess over the future of your business and the tasks related to that. Wow, that's been so interesting, thought-provoking, and impactful. I hope it has been for you. I hope you have been as blessed as I am teaching it. Okay, and it's always an honor to teach you, right? Don't forget to join us on Thursday by 7 p.m. WAT when we drop professional videos, right? So we drop videos Thursdays 7 p.m. WAT and Sundays 7 p.m. WAT on our YouTube channel, The Divine Entrepreneur. My name remains Dr. Podum. Okay, I love you, but God loves you more. See you next week.